Hello and welcome back to the Southern Sideboard Cooks. I'm Craig Hall and I'm getting ready to make some beef jerky. This is 5 pounds. I got to trim it. It's been in the freezer getting cold for a couple hours. It'll trim better on this machine when it's really cold, half frozen. And this is about right. The first thing I'm going to do is trim off all this fat. We don't want any fat on beef jerky. So come on in here close where you can see it. I'm going to cut as much fat as I can off of this round eye roast to prevent the jerky from going rancid. And then I'm going to cut it in half so it's easier to handle. Put it back in the freezer to firm up. I've had this hunk of meat in the freezer for about 30 minutes and now we're going to get to slicing it. I've got the blade depth set at about 1/4 inch. The grain of the meat runs this way right here, so you're going to want to slice across the grain. That's what you're going to get. I used to get the butcher to do this, but they were already gone for the day. Now that I've sliced all of this up, I'm just going to cut it in strips. Just like this. Keep the strips as uniform as possible. Okay, I got all the meat sliced up. I got it in this 1 gallon bag. I'm using Cabela's jerky making kit. I've already mixed it all up just like it said in the directions. Pour it all into the bag. Press as much of the air out as possible and zip it up tight. Zip it up just like that. And now place this in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours, preferably overnight so that the curing process can take place properly. I'm back in the kitchen. It's been a couple of days. I've had this marinating in the refrigerator. What I'm gonna do is take it out. I'm gonna put it on these paper towels. I'm gonna dry it off as much as I can. Just gonna pat it dry with these paper towels. Just removing the excess marinade here. I got all that jerky patted down dry, and now we're gonna put it in the tray. You don't want it to touch. You want to have plenty of air circulation. I have 1 tray here and it's filling up fast. Well, I didn't get very far. That tray is full and so is this bowl. So what to do? Well, I've got an answer. Just hang tight and I'll be back with the secret. Now here I am with another rack set up. So you may be asking yourself, it looks like it's going to hold about the same amount of jerky. Well, this is what I do. First of all, I get me a box of toothpicks. Go ahead and get you a bunch of toothpicks out. And you're going to take that same jerky and just push it right through the top. And hang it, just like that. Using this method, you can get 10 times the amount of beef on 1 rack. And there you have it. It took that much room. I'm gonna hang as much of this jerky as I can on this 1 rack, and I'll be back. If I had 1 more wire rack, I could get it all on the 2nd rack. But besides not having that rack, this is not going in my smoker. This is going in my brand new Emeril Lagasse Power AirFryer 360. Yep, I'm gonna try it out today. I've got this right up here on the counter now where you can see it. And if you look inside, you may notice I put some aluminum foil on that drip tray. Save yourself a lot of trouble. Line the tray with aluminum foil. Now you simply place the tray right on that top shelf. You can see the jerky's hanging down. This is easy, people. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's set on dehydrate 6 hours, and the temperature, I'm setting at 160, and all you do is mash start. I'm gonna be back in about 2 hours and check on this. I'll see you then. It's been 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna check this first batch. That right there is not exactly like I want it, so I'm putting it back in for an additional 30 minutes. Now I'm checking it again, and this is exactly how I wanted it. It's been about 5 minutes since I took this jerky out of the little oven. You want to wait about 5 minutes and give it the bend test. And what you want it to do is like that. You don't want it to snap. If you wait too long, it's going to snap and it's going to be crunchy instead of jerky. And that's what you want right there. Hey, this jerky is good. It's the first batch of anything that I've cooked in that Emeril Lagasse Power AirFryer 360. If you got 3 hours, you need to cook some jerky for yourself. It's good stuff, and it's really easy. And the only cleanup is just this little wire rack right here. Don't forget, you can hang this on toothpicks, and you can get a whole lot more up there at the time. If you're just laying it up here like that, you're wasting time. If you like what we're doing here at the Southern Sideboard Cooks, subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. And I'll see you next time. Take care.